Yes, Kitty Vickies, I am still alive, and in contrast to my previous video, I am no longer in the Philippines. Yes, after all that planning with Go Jesus, a successful donation campaign, back and forth discussions, a bunch of setbacks that essentially dropped bombs on the whole thing from beginning to end, and an unbearable 13-hour flight, I have returned to my native land of California. And I gotta admit, I haven't really readapted to this place yet. It feels weird being away from your birthland for almost a decade, only to come right back and realize just how alien it is compared to what you've become accustomed to, because the Philippines changed my day-to-day mindset about the world around me. The first experience of this feeling was after exiting the airport with my dad and being picked up by his friend. The first thing that happened was we went on a San Francisco highway, and as mundane as that may sound to my American viewers, to enter and ride along an expansive highway where a shitload of cars are driving all around you at 60 to 70 miles per hour, and some of those cars are Mustangs, Mini Coopers, Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, and Corvettes. It was one of the most surreal experiences of my life. I even saw a goddamn Ferrari while I was in Hayward. Sure, the Philippines has highways too in the major areas like Manila, but they're nothing like these highways. After 8 years, going on a standard highway felt like I stumbled into the land of Oz. Then before I could process it all, bam! I'm at a In-N-Out Burger and feel like an alien in my own native country. I haven't had In-N-Out Burger in a decade, yet here I am. Surprised that I am at one and eating what was actually a good burger. I met up with Go Jesus and his boyfriend in real life. We saw Kubo and the Two Strings. I stayed overnight at their place and played PT on his PS4 while I was there.
Just be PT? Babies are scary, man.
Hell, I brought The Crow, my favorite film, with me, and we saw it together as a fun movie night experience. Probably the first time I've done so that didn't involve relatives. The first few days, however alienating it all felt initially, was a blast. But that was only the start. There was a reason why I wasn't able to make a video until now. To start, me and my dad were at my cousin's place for a time. Sounds simple enough until factoring in that she has 3 loud kids, is on welfare, and the place only had 2 bedrooms, which meant we had to sleep in the living room. Even so, my dad was to pay a portion of his own cash for our stay and assist her with getting food for all of us. That's when shit went down. As it turns out, she was 2 months late on her Xfinity cable and internet bill and didn't tell us about it, which meant her service was cut off, and just like that, no internet for a week and a half. Then bam! Her microwave died, so my dad had to buy her a new microwave. Then bam! The air conditioner broke, so my dad had to go and spend more money to fix the fucker. Then bam! Her car broke and he had to spend money to replace the battery and starter. All those setbacks plus the miscellaneous spending meant my dad ended up sinking $1,000 or more just from being there, which also had further repercussions elsewhere. You see, I wasn't able to bring my previous PC, Akumura, with me since it was obviously too big and too risky to transport, so I left it behind for my siblings to use. Fortunately, Go Jesus had managed to accumulate an extra surplus of donation money for me to buy or build a new PC. That was the intended purpose. But because my dad sunk so much out of his own wallet, that money is now planned to be spent on renting a place to stay, and we've been sorta apartment hunting on the side as a result. We've already left my cousin's place and have moved in with my uncle, who, as it turns out, is a conspiracy survivalist minus the bomb shelter. The room I'm staying in literally has a closet filled with emergency food, as if preparing for an alien invasion. Considering the moving we've done, I'm starting to feel like Kino from Kino's Journey, just going from place to place and meeting characters and weirdos, some of them being my own family members. Give me a motorrad named Hermes and it'd be complete. Still, it was awesome that I managed to meet up with Go Jesus and his boyfriend a second time. We even saw storks. It was stupid. Really stupid.
Stupid!
But going back to the PC situation, instead of a video editing and gaming desktop of equal or superior processing power to my previous PC, until I'm able to get such a thing, I instead have to settle with this Acer laptop that I bought at Best Buy with my credit card. As a massive downgrade from the Akamura, this thing features a Core i5-6200U dual core with hyper-threading capabilities, with Intel HD 520 integrated graphics, a maximum resolution of 1366 by 768, a 1TB hard drive, and a curious addition of a USB 3.1 Type-C port. I don't have anything that requires a Type-C connection, but hey, doesn't hurt to be prepared, I guess. For basic usage, internet browsing, and for editing a video like this one, I'll admit that I'd be totally satisfied with this as a temporary computing solution if it wasn't for the fact that it only has 4 gigs of RAM, which in 2016 isn't so great when you have Chrome open alongside Steam, Skype, Sony Vegas, and antivirus software running in the background. But hey, at least I can play Deus Ex Human Revolution at 720p at medium settings at a whopping, gigantic, mind-bending frame rate of 30 FPS. So yeah, there's still so much to be done. I still don't have an ID yet, nor do I have a driver's license. Never drove a car before, so I need to learn. There are other stuff I could talk about as well, but the things I've talked about here are more or less the essentials. My dad and I still need to find an apartment, maybe get my older sister involved and try to establish me here completely before I finally start the other points of interest, such as education and a job. I know you guys are probably waiting for a new review or the like, and I have seen a few shows while I was away, such as the aforementioned Kino's Journey and Planets or Planetes. I'm just gonna call it Planetes. But the fact is, this will take a while, much to my own disappointment. And I wanted to let you guys know this. Hopefully what happens in the future turns out well, and I get rolling on anime content once again. Until such time, this is Hollow of Dawn signing out.